Okay, it says I'm live. Probably, yeah. Hello, guys. I hope you're doing great. I see that the sound should be okay-ish. And, yeah, let's start our stream. How are you doing, my friends? How's the weather? How's everything? I want to make the stream like news updates and also live chat. Just chatting or live chat. And of course we're gonna check the latest what is happening, right? Hi everyone. Hi Richard. Hi Ben. Very hot in my room. You're right. In my room it's also very hot. You don't say. Yeah, this is the meaning. You don't say. I have the same. Okay, Zelensky today visited the site. I haven't seen this video. I want to watch it.
Attacks, but we do it only on military targets. You know, it's about military or drones production of Russia, or its energy. When they sell energy, you know that they support their army. So, and this is civilians' goals. The museums, schools, just apartments. The museum of Chernobyl, which was built, by the way, on 40th anniversary. It was built just 1 month ago. And so they attacked. They saw this museum. They attacked this exactly to the museum. So just crazy assholes. That's it. Thank you.
Crazy assholes. I would agree with that. So by the time Ukraine strikes on Russian, yeah, that's what he said, like Ukraine is targeting infrastructure which Russia is using to produce drones, components for the military, fuel the military economy, but Russia retaliates on Kvadrat. That's the, well, basically that's the parking spot here, parking building for parking, and Kvadrat, it's nearby in Lukyanovka. I was there multiple of the times. It was kind of modern, yeah, but not any longer. Jealous, hi, jealous, yeah, like garage, yeah. So Russia retaliates against garages. Retaliates. They just strike Ukraine as before, so nothing new is here. Was great reporting and appreciated. In America, we're lying propaganda. Yeah. I think America is doing it really the wrong way. I heard the news that even for the green cards, like for example, if you are American, if you have a spouse or you have, like doesn't matter who you are, male or female, yeah, you have partner, let's say, and you're together, you're married even, you have even common kids. Still your partner, if he or she has some sort of the temporary status, protection, or as Ukrainians have U4U, they need to go back to their country for the application for green card. So just imagine you live normal life, and then your spouse should go somewhere, and yeah, that's how it works, and it's terrible. And let's have an ice cream for me. Thank you, Richard, so much. Oh, I don't have this extension. I'm sorry. Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. Oh, we have it at least on the screen there. Yeah, in the comments. Thank you, Richard. Yeah, ice cream. Ice cream is nice, yeah. I like ice cream. Oh, what is this? NASA firm satellite fire monitoring recorded a thermal anomaly near Akhtyubinsk Air Base Falcon site. Nearby a regulatory reposition technical bases servicing, assembling, and equipping missile warheads, a typical closed regime zone for the Soviet Type C. For the working with the special warheads, nuclear chemical warheads, as well as rocket fuel, a storage arsenal of ammunition and special warheads, which directly provide combat and testing activities. Akhtyubinsk. This is the Russian military polygon. Just one spot. Could it be a wildfire? Some grass, but usually wildfires, they're happening later. I wonder. Well, Ukraine hasn't yet reported about any sort of the strikes, and also where it happened. Here on the road, I wonder if there is something there. Could they have lost their warheads or something? Keeping up the flying, no. Evelyn, I saw people from Mexico had been on green card waiting since 2001. Probably more than million people will have to leave the United States. Yeah, it's more than 2 million, I think. And still in their countries, the processes also might take the same long time. I now have a good schedule, so I'll stream and maybe in a couple of hours I go sleep. So insomnia sometimes, sometimes. I wonder also about Iranian war, how it might be, because every day we have some different information published. Now again they're saying about possible peace negotiations. Yeah, for example, latest 4 minutes ago, from CBS we have Iran has agreed on principle to dispose of its highly enriched uranium as part of ongoing United States negotiations, according to the senior White House official. No way. A final deal has not yet been signed, but Trump administration believes Iran's supreme leader has approved the framework. Officials are still negotiating how uranium would be disposed of. I hope it will be like that. I hope it will be. At least some of the way out, but I'm surprised. I will be very, very surprised if Iran does that. Zelensky out with people, where is Putin? World at war makes sleeping hard for many. Yeah. Indeed. Oh, we have new map of the strikes on Russian trucks and other infrastructure. So basically Ukraine hits all of the roads. This is the main one. It goes from Rostov-on-Don to Mariupol and then to Melitopol and later on to Crimea. So not just the Kerch Bridge is used, but Russia sends to Crimea supplies via the southern route. Yeah. And it's now been hit lots of the times, which is good news. Yeah, Ukraine managed to get this advantage in the middle range strikes, and Russia doesn't have those. Ukraine has a Starlink, Ukraine has like absolutely everything. And this is Kiev today. So, some of the drone images. Mi-8 helicopter. Trying to eliminate the fire. This is the big facility that went on fire. Some of the storage. I think it's the epicenter storage, at least the colors are for epicenter, blue and white. Yeah. This is the main channel. Yeah, this is the main channel. Time to remove bridge. Ukraine can do it. It's like very robust. I hope so. One day it will be removed. Greetings to Denmark. I do not believe anything Trump and Putin say is true without checking first. Of course. Oh, Sappers recovered the warhead of Ha-101. This is the cruise missile. They recovered it. It didn't explode. Yeah, very dangerous job. Sappers may make mistake just once. Thanks, Paradic. Thanks for membership. Is it common for Ukraine partners to give firefighting equipment? Yeah, and also volunteers are collecting the funds for firefighting equipment. On my channel, we collected the funds for firefighting equipment. It was nice. I just wonder if the truck is still okay. That bridge has a metric sheet or concrete, but could make small holes in it. Yeah, you see, it's very difficult. I'm sorry. I'm coughing recently. I don't know why, but... Oh, what this fighter bomber says, this Russian channel affiliated, spreads propaganda. And Max already put the clown emojis. The airfield in Bielotserko and Kiev were chosen as the retaliation for Starobilsk. Yeah, Starobilsk is the new hoax that Russia wants to spread, basically bullshitting. We apparently hit the airfield with a Oreshnik. Yeah, of course. And Kiev with ballistic missiles and drones. The strike and the choice of the targets did not bring any surprises for him. For whom? Well, auto-translate is terrible. The result of was... There is no point of asking why Oreshnik didn't fly to Kiev, but I think it has to do with its accuracy. Yeah, it has a very bad accuracy. Because the airfield is large area-based targets. Yeah. Just like the plan. God forbid the Zelensky, for example, is minimum. But the fact we can afford to hit Oreshnik whenever we want once every 6 months is a joy. Be happy. Okay, Russians. Just, we are laughing about your Oreshnik here. It's basically a useless thing. I would say the most useless weapon could be that Russia has. Like in precision, like in power, like in absolutely everything. Canada strongly condemns Russians' launch on large-scale missile and drone attack. Even Hungary condemned. Yeah, this is logistics. We have Бердянск, Mariupol. One guy is filming, the other guy says, let's go faster. Because you see it's smoking, so it's kind of fresh. And they're also driving some Russian vehicle here. Maybe for supplies. Беспилотник. Drone. Беспилотник. Ukraine drone tech is OP, respectfully. Thank you, Echo. Mankopim is strong, Oreshnik is useless. Yeah, it's useless. It's fucking nothing without nuclear warhead. Give me the proof that it's not useless. Do you think Russians will take 2% of remaining of Luhansk? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. The fact that they bogged down, they're losing everything. And in desperate, they hit some of the random infrastructure. Okay, we have some of the bots. Some of the other bots. Any videos of the airfield? Nothing. No proofs. It's time for Ukraine gets Taurus missiles from Germany. Yeah, that would be awesome for the Kerch Bridge. Awesome, absolutely great. They'll have to use it against apartment buildings. Yeah, Hawk, you are correct. and we have the strike. Like this is what is dangerous, yeah. This is Iskander missile. You see explosion, you see TNT or something. It's the blast. Yeah, but Oreshnik is nothing. And drones even. On drone? So yeah, last night was terrible for Kiev, but I'm not sure about losses. Hope you're having a good day from greetings to Oregon, United States. Should give Ukraine Trident, yeah. I thought they had some Taurus already. No. Merz promised them. He said before becoming chancellor, I'm gonna give Ukraine Taurus, I promise. But then he became the chancellor. He refused to do so. Ukrainian forces struck oil berth at Taman Neftegas terminal in Volno-Krasnodarsky Krai. The operation also targeted supply depots, drone control points, and Russian warships. This is something new. Haven't seen this one. Updated at 1:40 p.m. Well, roughly 4 hours ago. Interesting. I think Ukraine will have to enforce the peace on Russia to end the war. Yeah, that's what Ukraine is doing now. Enforcing peace on Russia. They rely on psychological effect with it, Oreshnik. Yeah, it's basically a show to Europe, to maybe America, that what can they do with this missile, that it's functioning, and if we put nuclear warhead, but having these capabilities and using it in real life, those are two different things. Yeah, Storm Shadow Ukraine had used multiple other times. Today missiles hit. I know this area. Today missiles hit the Bortnitsa aeration station, a key wastewater treatment facility in Kiev. Its damage could have serious consequences for the capital and the environment. Yeah, I know where it is. I know. There is the forest not far away. I'm gonna show you. I usually liked to walk in that forest, yeah. And it stinks there because it's water and water waste. Well, at some point it stinks if you get closer to Bortnichi. If further away from Bortnichi, it's okay. So we are in the map. I used to live here in Borispol. Crimea will return to Ukraine and be built better. Thank you, J-Star, for support. Yeah, I'm sure that it will be like that. I'm sure. So I live here in Borispol. Used to live, 4 years ago almost. And there is Счастливая forest, and this is Bortnichi. So this facility was hit, and it stinks a lot. So I usually used to walk, it's better to say, in this forest. Here is the place. Need to go a little further. And this is Zona Vitpachinko, so here I made some shashliki. This is the place. So I know this area. Oh, someone cooks something. Winter time is great. This is barbecue, shashliki barbecue, and great place. I like it. Even I have a video on my channel about me cooking stuff there. I know where is my channel. Maybe I'm gonna show you. I don't know. I think it's one of my really old videos. The oldest video. one of the oldest. Then I try to experiment with the content. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the place. Yeah, this is my bike. And this is the place. Exactly the same in Bortnichi. There are some of the dogs even. They were... Nice video, I like it so much. It's now I look at it and yeah, understand that it's very good. It's my car. Not really good for the conditions. Yeah. The jacket is awesome, yeah, biker then. Yeah, we had our own club actually, it's called Aviators. So Bortnichi is the place not far away from that forest. And it's for the water waste and for the water system in general for Kiev. Dennis brother, thanks for me. Yeah, and thanks for joining. It's funny to see even Russian Telegram channels laughing this Oreshnik strike. Yeah. Yeah, Dizzy, you're right. Do you know how it goes with the bike? It's alive, that's what I know. It used to be so half a year ago. Other countries in Europe that Ukraine feels have betrayed them with regards to help in the war. I mean, it's the general inability of our allies to really help Ukraine to win this right away. Yeah, it was very slow and small assistance. Slow and small. Come on, it should be like this, something like this. Reconnaissance of the strike of the Ryazan refinery on May 15th, Dnipro Osint. Oh, yeah. Nice, some of the pipes are hit and... Yeah, this is significant damage to refinery. Ryazan refinery. It happened 9 days ago. Cool. Number of the injured has increased to 77. What about casualties like life losses? I don't have this information yet. Oh yeah, viable is Russia may put different names on those trucks, but they're operating like this drone. It missed, yeah, this drone missed one of the trucks on the highway in Mariupol, sadly. I don't think anyone was mandatory to help Ukraine other than UK and the United States. There is the basic principle, you know, if the country is suffering, if it is a democracy, there is good and evil. If you don't support good, evil will attack you. So it's like countries should help Ukraine more even from the perspective of be more secure themselves. Keep the good work and... Anytime, guys. I tried to do my best. I don't know if I should record the video today. Probably I'll wake up and record the video in the morning. I will see. My country's democracy is falling. Let me guess, Anakin. It's the United States? Support may have been slow, but not small. No, it's small. The support of Ukraine is actually very small. Europe spends more money for Russia than for Ukraine, actually. Europe sends more money for Russia, purchasing their goods and fossil fuels still. So per year, Russia obtains more from Europe than Ukraine obtains for its military support. So it's small. Yep. Been watching your show for years. Thank you, Mika Peck. Russia will be totally defeated. Of course, Russian regime will be defeated. Russia may disintegrate even, and Ukraine after that will return back all the territories. The war with Ukraine was interpreted poorly by the West, just some random war, and it's not for that. It's nuclear power bullying the international peace. Yeah, it's the destruction of the world order and the world security. It's very dangerous what is happening, especially with Donald Trump and Putin, yeah, all together. Greetings to Ghana. And then any updates on Ukraine will retaliate to the recent attack on Kiev? And there will be something. I guess Moscow should get ready. Well, it will not happen tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I guess Ukraine needs time to prepare for a really nice strike, but it shouldn't be, of course, civilian infrastructure, but something else, something really interesting. Again, it tells that Ukraine probably shouldn't have agreed on ceasefire, and we don't have the information about more exchanges. The last time I saw it was 2 days ago. One of the officials, Ukrainian officials, say that they're working on the exchange 1,000 on 1,000, but just 240, I think, people were exchanged, or 205. I don't actually remember. So we thought it could have been very fast, but no, exchange fully is not happening. Hopefully it will happen. Ukraine will win respect to the drone strikes on the roads between Melitopol and Mariupol, will increase the preparation. Yeah. Ukraine basically cuts supplies, and it's great. So I think it will also influence the situation on the front lines. More people now, Jake. More people now, Jake, in South Korea. You need to relax. Also, come to New York, or where? Trump is our American Hitler. And or signed. Okay, vertical. Thank you so much for the channel support. Thank you. I have no idea what is Trump's head, but people think he should be anti-communism. However, the way he treats Putin contradicts. Yeah, like no one knows what is in his head, but I think he has some sort of deranged thing happening there. Like his mind is impaired. It's my take. I sometimes watch this guy. His name is Preston Stewart. He has kind of the big channel on YouTube. After Day of Doom posting about how bad the rumored Iranian deal was, now we are seeing the shift to praising it. All of this back and forth despite any verified claims of what it entails. Yeah, it's like, Lisa Graham, this is a brilliant proposal by President Trump. This is huge. Win for America. Speaker Johnson, President Trump is the only one who could have gotten Iran, the world's largest state sponsor of terror, to negotiation table. So I don't know. They say that the United States and Iran have agreed in principle to a deal to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, though American and Iranian officials have described the terms differently. That would be the dumbest statement I have ever had. Yeah, I don't know how it's possible, like some sort of the agreement. I don't know. Everyone sending us a super chat on YouTube now. Thank you, Idar, but no need for super chat, really. Like, if you want me to spot your comment, really, you may send super chat, but just sending super chat, no need. Thanks for keeping updated. Question: what does Ukraine need most now from Europe? I think technologies and parts, spare parts, yeah, drone components, and basically like everything as usual plus parts, as for me. But who am I to know? Like, they know better, I think. Okay, I'll try to. Ukraine is the size of Texas here in the United States. Roughly, yes, I think so, yeah. Okay, I'll try to pump up the chat once again. Yeah, it should work. Steven, hi. I'll try to. Like, I have the extension and it should work. I hope so. For me to pump out the comments. For super chat, for example. Yeah, it's working. So everyone said, no. Well, if you can, if you want, you may send super chat. Just for me to check out your comments, or if you want really to ask me something, you can use it. Good morning, but I can read usual comments. I just don't have time for everyone. I'm sorry. Good morning to Texas. To me, Putin's Russia has turned into dictatorship, and there is no opposition in the Duma to resist. What has been trying to do Russia is already the largest. The opposition now comes from Communist Party, so-called opposition. At least they're criticizing government. They're afraid to criticize Putin, but government sometimes they might criticize. Just a little bit. I hate to ask, but if you had to estimate the losses of Russia and Ukraine in manpower, what numbers would you cite? Official numbers from analysis. 1.2 million for Russians and around 500,000 for Ukraine. Something like that. A brilliant deal has already in place for 10 years ago. Yeah, well done, Trump. Yeah. He criticized today. I think he again told that Obama deal is the worst thing ever happened, and now he's ready to make his own deal or something. Let me try. Yeah. This. One of the worst deals ever made by our country was the Iran nuclear deal, put forth and signed to exercised by Barack Hussein Obama and the rank. He again blames Obama. Our relationship with Iran is becoming a much more professional and productive one. They must understand, however, they cannot produce nuclear weapons or a bomb. I would like to think, okay, stuff like that. Orns Rai of that. Thank you. Welcome to membership. Thank you. Tehran has not agreed to give up its highly enriched uranium stockpile. A senior Iranian source told Reuters the nuclear issue is not included in preliminary agreement with Washington. You see, everyone says it's all like they're saying. The White House is saying that everything agreed, they will give us uranium or something. But now, nothing. They will not agree, and it's understandable. Verticalis, they use rationing to check and see if it works. It works. It works. Actually, with nuclear warhead, it's a very dangerous weapon, of course. And just imagine, every projectile is like a small nuclear warhead capable for massive destructions, and they cover fields with this rationing, lots of the territories. Iran denies any agreement. Yeah, well, they do not deny the agreement itself. Sorry, Stephen, but they are saying that it's not about nuclear issue. Yeah, so the terms do not include nuclear issue. Do not include in the preliminary agreement. But Americans are saying no, it's included. Can you or United Nations something to help to stop being Russian after the war? Similar? I'm not sure. So what the hell? What people are saying on this one? Well, it's good. Again, yeah. The same day, again and again. How you call this animal? I forgot in English. A beaver? No, sorok. We call it sorok. So it's the same day, yeah. Deal without the nuclear stockpile is just a hollow gesture. If Tehran keeps enriched the levels, Washington's preliminary agreement is essentially buying time while the core treatment remains completely unchanged. Dangerous yeah, it's like nothing changed. It's no changes. It's pretty clear signs that the hardest part of the deal is still unresolved. Yeah. If the nuclear issue isn't even the preliminary agreement yet, there is still a long way before anything final locked. Yeah. You guys know it's right. Yeah. Interesting. This is how it goes. Would be a major victory if they send a huge wall of the drones. Yeah. Dagan needs to end because Cuba invasion is coming up. Oh yeah, and Greenland too, yeah. There are hints about Greenland, just like every year, last 49 years. Iran will never have a nuclear weapons. Yeah. Just like every, yeah. Too much waste of time. People online, they're hilarious, yeah. Lots of the bots, though, on the X platform. Never trust our government or politician, yeah. If Russia begins to fracture, do you think China will grab it? Yeah, I think so, yeah. China will grab something. Or they will cooperate with Siberian People's Republic. Where Trump cards now, just asking, it's on the bottom of the Strait of Hormuz. Lebanon ceasefire is not working. We have new images of Israeli strikes on Lebanon. If it is the part of the deal, it is gone. Yep. Everything is too complicated. Trump threw out a decent agreement with Iran and now gave them everything. We'll see. Some Alex Ward tweeted, trade to reopen Strait of Blockade lift, no upfront pledge to unfreeze asserts on lifting sanctions. Iran disposes nuclear, things. How unclear? Sanctions relief proposal, Iran actions, no agreed timeline for enrichment restrictions. That's the usual bullshit. Yeah, United States officials say Iran has agreed to dispose its highly enriched uranium as the part of the deal. Iran says that it's not the part of the deal, even on the initial stage. But stress it has not yet been signed. Oh, okay. American and Iranian officials have described the terms differently. Yes. United States extended itself too much, same as how often empires have failed. Steven, yes, there is the similar parallel with Roman Empire, with British Empire. So simply, too big to project the power as before, for it to be effective. Well, United States is not like a military empire, even though it has a big military, but it's the economy empire, yeah? Nowadays, things are done differently. But United States is an empire, I agree. Like, all of the imperial things are out there, especially with Donald Trump. He even has this imperial bird. An eagle. Oh, sorry. With this extension, I cannot ban people, but guys, you know what to do. Maybe not even people, but bots. Yeah, ban people, bots. Tehran has not agreed to surrender highly enriched uranium. Yep, it's like that. Why does it seem like world went mad after COVID? It seems like things were so much better before 2020. What was Ukraine like during the lockdown? It was more or less okay. We had, I think, less restrictions than some of the countries in Europe. But it was more or less okay. For me, it wasn't okay because I wasn't flying for 4 months and there were layoffs in my airline. I was really worried about my career, and I'll try not to return to commercial aviation, guys. It's very unstable. Even now it's unstable. You know what happened to Spirit Airlines. So I experienced everything. Bankruptcies, COVID, war. So it's not mine. I don't want to be dependent on external factors. Well, now I'm dependent, yeah, most of all on you, on your views, whether I'm still entertaining for everyone. And I'm also dependent on the policy of YouTube, where am I? Spotify, Twitch, yeah, everything of that. So I'm still, but I don't have my personal manager. I don't have anyone else. Like, it's my project and I work alone, and it's great. So COVID time, yeah, it was really, really interesting, let's say. Well, they require you not to have, like, you can enter shops if you wear masks. So they didn't require to be vaccinated. And I remember how the war had started. I drove my family away from the house. We exited Kiev. We were on the way to the south on the main highway that connects Kiev and Odessa. And I stopped by Sokar gas station. I went to refuel the car and I just didn't take this, the mask. And I went to pay for, like, I need fuel, let's go. Like, explosions, missiles flying, everything. War had started. And the guy in the counter worker, he told me, where's the mask? Where's the mask? And I yelled at him, fuck, the war had started. What fucking mask do you need? I need fuel. So, it's like the scene from Knock on Heaven's Door. It's interesting movie. Then the guy went to pharmacy and he needed some sort of the medicine really fast. And this clerk in the counter started to explain, oh, but this is maybe it will not fit you. Oh, this is so powerful. The guy put out the pistol and started to shoot a little. So I didn't have the pistol back then, but the attitude from my side was the same. And I got my fuel. After all, after I yelled on him, like, the war had started, what the hell, I need fuel. And immediately after I refueled, not immediately, but after we went already to the village, I saw, like, in all of the gas stations, there were queues and queues. And then fuel disappeared for 2 months at least. It was really hard to find fuel. That must have been have surreal. It was weird, and now here had to describe the feeling first time went to the shop. Yeah, pharmacist design. Yeah. I remember this. This is German movie, Knock on Heaven's Door, but they use yeah, nice movie. Oh, what Tan Sims says, that's Iranian media. United States obstruction in some clauses of the agreement continues so far. According to Tansim reporters, information despite some talks today, United States obstruction in some clauses of the agreement, including the issue of releasing Iran's blockaded assets, still continues, and there's issues remain unresolved so far. Accordingly, there is a still possibility that agreement may be cancelled, and Iran has emphasized that it will not retreat from its red lines to uphold the rights of people. Okay, red line, I think it's also giving up nuclear weapons, or they don't have nuclear weapons, enriched uranium, yeah. Enriched uranium, and that's it. So Americans, of course, administration is positive about it, but Iran says, we'll see. Do you know what is happening? We live in parallel reality. Orban condemned the Russian attack on Ukraine today. Have you heard about it? What Orban said? Let me read you out. Russia's brutal overnight attack on Kyiv is another horrifying reminder of the human cost of the war. Civilians should never wake up to missiles, drones, explosions, and fear for their lives. Homes destroyed, families shattered, innocent people killed and injured. This is unacceptable. We strongly condemn the attack and stand by the victims of the people of Ukraine. Orban! Well, not the Orban, not Viktor Orban, Anita Orban. Anita Orban. She's the Minister of the Foreign Affairs of Hungary now. She has just the same surname as Orban. Hungary's Minister of the Foreign Affairs, Anita Orban, has condemned the massive Russian strike on Kyiv. It was fun, yeah? It was fun. LOL. Is that fake news? No, it's real. You see, Anita Orban, her tweet retweeted. Trolling. You got me, yeah. She's a better version of Orban, yeah. First of all, she's a female. And then she's Orban. I was wondering what the fuck, yeah. Sometimes we have fun here on streams, yeah. She looks slightly prettier, yeah. Viktor Orban looks like Jabba Hutt. And what people write in the comments, and not many comments here. Hungary's condemnation Russian strike at Kyiv marks notable. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, Sovith Kemal. Thank you so much for the super chat support. Thank you. There's no comment though, but thank you so much. Orban is probably condemning Zelensky. Yes. You haven't even seen Orban's final form. Yeah, Evelyn. It's not Evelyn. It's the same name. Dylan, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's him. United States obstruction and some clauses agreement. So some people are positive, some people are not positive about the agreement, but yeah. It seems like there is no agreement. Some talks about agreement. Japan is concerned over Russia's growing military activity in the Far East. Japan must maintain a strong defense posture in Hokkaido due to increasing Russian military activity in the region, Japanese Defense Minister Shinjiro Kozumi said. According to him, Tokyo is closely monitoring Russian expanding presence in the Far East and considers the protection of its northern territories a strategic priority. Yeah. Orban isn't going to move with Assad now. Optimus, glory to heroes. So the big USA lost to Iran. It's really hard to tell it right now, but I think Iran has an upper hand. Iran is also losing, like, it lost its navy, it's lost its army, launchers, etc. But it still has this leverage blocking the Strait of Hormuz, and it doesn't need to deploy its navy to block it. Just some of the occasional strikes. That's it. It's enough for the commercial vessels not to operate because the threat it's huge. That is how it works. Orban is 62 years old. Yeah. Why isn't Russia helping Iran? It helps. It provides intelligence information, and it provides some of the drone components. It was proved. As well as China, by the way. Strikes on American bases happened because of the Russia providing some of the detailed information with their military satellites. Why EU isn't helping Trump to fight Iran? Because it's the war that was started by the United States and Israel without any coordination with NATO allies. Why should they intervene into actually illegal war that was not approved even by Congress? Let them cook. Let them cook. But the cooking is happening kind of rough, for the United States there in Iran. Actually, I wanted them to win, and I still want them to win against Iran, because Iran is the ally of Russia. But I see that they're making things even worse. Oh, such a long article, but let's see. Iran has become emboldened after Trump's concessions. Mohsen resigned, senior military advisor to Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei. Today, our fighters hold weapons in their hands while our mediators are trying to secure the rights of the Iranian people. The war is ongoing on both dimensions. After this war, America will no longer be what it once was. We have laid foundation of destruction of the United States in the Middle East. Doesn't look like the peaceful rhetorics for me. Dialogue with Trump is continuing non-stop. However, in yesterday's conversation, it clearly stated for the first time that he prefers the path of an agreement. We were not surprised, but we truly disappointed. Who says that? Benjamin Netanyahu, of course. Of course he's disappointed. They dragged Trump into this war, and now they're disappointed that he wants the path of agreement, you see? Netanyahu wants war. Kill, kill, kill. That's what he wants. The real result is that Iran has, in fact, received continuation of their ceasefire without reaching the peace agreement. There are currently no real concessions, only Readiness for dialogue, yeah. The economic discussions and those around the Strait of Hormuz naturally played decisive role. However, fortunately, there is no full lifting of the sanctions and forces will remain in the region, which means military action has not been taken off the table. The fact that Lebanon is the part of agreement is terrible. We had plans for a much stronger strike, yeah. And now some of them will remain on the shelf. Nevertheless, we have... So the plans of Netanyahu, they changed as well. He has to agree with Donald Trump. Donald Trump agreed with Netanyahu. Netanyahu dragged him to this war. And then Donald Trump saw that it's all harms his rating and harms economy and absolutely everything, relations, international and everything. He decided to ceasefire. Let's stop. And Netanyahu says, come on, bomb them. No, and you should stop in Lebanon. You should stop. And they don't like that they have to stop in Lebanon, yeah. The fact that Lebanon part is the agreement is terrible. Oh, Donny, it's terrible. What? I drag you to this war and you tell me to stop. So, I think that Donny is like this guy who is brave just in his true social media, yeah. That's it. In reality, he is really... He's stupid and incompetent. He is well played by Netanyahu, by Putin. See? Yeah, so he is dumb fuck. He's not begging Ukraine to join. The Ukraine begging NATO to join. I think NATO is, I don't know, the future of this alliance, especially without the United States, and clearly it's under the threat now. Dirty breakup incoming, something like within could it be a dirty breakup between Netanyahu and Trump? Trump already said that he could be elected as the prime minister of Israel because he has the major support there. Take him, Israelis, take Donny. Maria, thank you so much for subscriptions. Thank you. It's we have two chats on Twitch and on YouTube. Oh, what ADF tells about this emerging deal? The ADF is following regional developments, ready to return to intense combat immediately, and to weaken the Iranian terrorist regime and its capabilities more deeply. We will maintain readiness and flexibility for action as long as it's necessary. Blah blah blah. Nothing interesting. I don't think that, well, Israel alone cannot win that. Israel alone cannot. Actually, I'm surprised. I was so optimistic that they won. Then the United States will open this operation, Epic Fury. And it went not according to plan. The second and the third day, it was understandable that it went unhinged. Yeah, they unalived Khamenei. They bombed the school. It was bad, yeah, the day one, but the rest was okay. And then I saw the photos and videos from the place, from Iran itself, how people were celebrating. I thought, oh, maybe they're gonna do something. Jason, thank you for following. Maybe they're gonna, Iranians themselves, they're gonna ruin the remains of the regime and they're gonna liberate Iran themselves, you know. But no. Nothing happened, and yeah. Also, in 2025, after all, IDF was more efficient. With airstrikes, they operated freely over Iran, but now it was very hard for those allied forces to reach some sort of the area superiority over Iran. There were multiple of the shutdowns, and you're very welcome. Yeah, thank you, Jason. So, yeah. Dennis, what is the update today on a update about general news? Like what is happening? I think I filmed like 2 videos today and that's enough, I think, for the main channel. They're doing very well, by the way. And I will go sleep in a couple of hours and wake up and will film something. Netanyahu is going to scrap Donetsk deal, South Ukraine. Bubba Smith, yeah, I also think like that there could be some of the provocations done by Israel itself, even if there is some agreement between America and Iran. I think there could be the variant for Israel to get involved, and they'll mess up, maybe. I'm not sure, but I think it could be like that. Sophie Camel, thank you again for the great support. You're not commenting, you're just going super chat. Thank you so much. The bigger threat to America is Russia, not Iran. The bigger, yeah. Iran is still a threat to America, even without nuclear weapons, but I think that it's the threat also for the United States. Not as big as Donnie tells, but it still is. And it's the ally of way bigger threat, which is Russia, of course. China, Russia, this is the threat. Direct threat is Russia, because with China, at least there is cooperation, there is no open confrontation, but Russia is more unhinged, let's say. And it's already in a state of war in the European continent, and the war is touching NATO allies with those drones, provocations, as Russia did before in Poland, Estonia. All right, Iranian sources tells Al Jazeera that what they have here. Al Jazeera deputies have surfaced in the United States. Iran negotiations. Disputes. What means? It's differences, yeah? Disputes have surfaced in Iran, United States-Iran negotiations over the unfreezing of Iranian assets and a proposed Lebanon ceasefire. Tehran is demanding full agreement for all clauses before any deal signed. So, again, nothing is happening. There's some blah blah blah. That's what Al Jazeera says. Less than 24 hours after optimism emerged around the possible Iran-United States memorandum, negative vibes are already surfacing. A well-informed Iranian source tells me that there are signs of the United States' retreat on two central issues: the mechanism of unfreezing Iranian assets and the scope of ceasefire in Lebanon. According to the source, the memorandum includes Lebanon ceasefire framework, but Israel is reportedly uncomfortable with the arrangement and pushing Washington to include language allowing it to carry out military operations in Lebanon under the justification of responding to any threat. Iran is rejecting that formulation and insisting on sustainable and lasting ceasefire. Tehran has informed all mediators, including Pakistan, that it will not sign the memorandum unless all clauses are fully agreed and guaranteed. Pakistan reportedly suggested moving forward with agreed sections while postponing concessions point, but Iran rejected that approach, insisting the disputed clauses are fundamental and non-negotiable. Yeah. The overall picture suggests Tehran increasingly views Washington as backing away from earlier understanding reached through mediators. Does Tsar Bomba still? No. It doesn't exist. Without a doubt, Trump's doing the bait and switch. The lack of the oil moving through the strait doesn't really hurt the United States, does hurt China and pretty much all of the Asia. Trump has made billions. Well, it also hurts the United States. Look at the prices, oil prices and fuel prices. It also like that in the United States, those prices. So we are not saying that it's not hurting the United States. It hurts everyone. Except Russia, yeah. But Ukraine hurts Russia. Price moves in oil does hurt. Yeah, the prices. Interesting. An internal crisis is brewing in Russia. Dissatisfaction with Putin. Really? Who is saying that? What's the article? The Guardian. The Guardian. An internal crisis is brewing in Russia. Dissatisfaction with Putin's policies and course of war is growing among Russian elites and security forces. Putin's inner circle is gradually losing trust in him, and the Kremlin dictator himself is becoming increasingly isolated. Despite this, Putin does not plan to end the war and determined to continue fighting. A representative of the Russian elites say that this year there has been a noticeable change in mood among the Kremlin's entourage, and there has been deep disappointment in Putin. People who previously actively supported the Kremlin leader are now increasingly distancing themselves from him, and any sense of the future has disappeared. There is no letter R in word assets. Then have you thought about expanding your news to include things like weather, sports? No. Come on. Why is the camera? Congress allows expansion of mafia family over America. Why? Congress has been controlled by a Republican Party majority. Senate as well. So yeah. Mafia is full in, kicked in. Trump told negotiators there will be no Iran deal unless Tehran accepts the exact framework published by Witkoff and Kushner. Pushed by Witkoff and Kushner. No Hormuz disruptions, no attacks on Gulf shipping. Take the deal or there is no deal at all. From positivity, we are moving to complete negativity about the Trump's deal.
Reports indicate that the Iranians are trying to toll the strait. A senior administration official said, "We don't think that a toll is an acceptable outcome." And so the Trump administration is being very clear. This is an international waterway. It needs to be open for international shipping. The Iranians can no longer disrupt the international oil or LNG trade within the Persian Gulf, ultimately out through the Strait of Hormuz, or ultimately there's no deal. And that was the sense that we got on this call earlier today, Mike, is that if President Trump doesn't get what he wants in this agreement, there's not going to be a deal. He either wants the deal that has been put forward by U.S. negotiators, including U.S. Special Envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, or ultimately it's not going to be signed by the Trump administration. So a lot of those details to work out in the days ahead.
So basically, yeah, there is the deal, but there is no deal. What a surprise, yeah. Ben, please make next fundraiser. Thank you. Ben, thank you so much for the channel support. About fundraisers, I will think about it, okay? But not anytime soon. Maybe in a half a year or something. Maybe we'll make it on Christmas. Something like that, yeah. Because too much fundraisers, it's also not good for, like, if you have constantly fundraisers, they will not be reached. You know, you need to have some breaks. We'll see. It depends on people. Now I decided to participate because I thought that, okay, summer campaign, our guys need vehicles, especially now it's the time for them. You know, it's proper weather conditions for wheeled transport, so they needed those. The first vehicle, by the way, has already arrived. I shared it on my Telegram, the photo. Try to find it. Yeah, this is the vehicle. Kaboom page is there, so here is Kaboom. What is this? What is this vehicle? This is L200, I think. Yeah, Mitsubishi L200. By the way, it looks new, yeah? I don't know what year is this car, but Here's my photo with a beard. Davidov. I wasn't really into publishing my logo or YouTube logo on the car and make this kind of the patch with my face, but they say it's good for attracting attention. This fundraise NAFO Sniffing Brigade. I say, all right. But on the patch itself, on the real patch, I look like freaking Kadyrov. This is terrible patch. So image is great, but the like more or less, yeah. But the patch is, it's fucking disgrace. Like, what the hell with my eyes? This is the patch. This looks terrible. Like then they made it. Oh shit. Anyways. Just hilarious things. I think the main goal is just not to get the patches, I think, but to help our guys. What the hell, Britain? Britain rejects NATO plan for extra Ukraine military aid. Why? Britain, France, Spain. Yeah. I heard that there was the proposal to put it 0.25 of GDP for the military support of Ukraine. The author of the initiative, Mark Rutte. I don't like this guy, but his initiative is super here. So the author of initiative, actually Zelensky proposed it the first. So Mark Rutte has hoped to ratify the proposal at the July NATO summit in Ankara. However, the latter announced that it would not be implemented for now. At least 7 states expressed their support for proposal. However, 5 states were against. At the same time, UK's military aid to Ukraine is not in doubt. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has promised to allocate at least £3 billion in a year in the near future. According to Kiel Institute, the Netherlands, Poland, and Nordic and Baltic countries provide Ukraine with support at the level of 0.25 of GDP or more. You see, Netherlands, Poland, Nordic and Baltic countries. So for them it's okay, but France, Spain, Italy, Canada, Britain have opposed increasement of the military support. Yeah. Rutte argued that aid to Ukraine is not distributed evenly within NATO, and many countries are not spending enough on supporting Ukraine. Well, here I completely agree with Rutte. Yeah, Sweden, Denmark, they help a lot. Have you heard of the exoskeletons, robotic suit in Ukrainian units tested? Yeah, I saw they were used by military, but I'm not sure. I haven't heard the reviews. I saw that our artillerists were using those. By the way, I want to wish everyone happy International Day of Markhor. What? Trump sells out to anyone who will give him money. Maybe yes. Then can you explain Sweden-Ukrainian relations, please? We have perfect relations with Sweden. Swedish people are good. Oh, we have more news. More videos. Nice, let's watch. What is this? Ground forces, Black Forest. Some of the vehicle. What is this? An air defense? I'll switch off the music to avoid copyright. Complex, yeah, S300, S400, RLS, that's the radar system that belongs to both S300 or S400. Well, there is the slight modification of the radar of S400, so we are not sure which one is this one. $50 million, the price. Drone, boom. Oops. Is it AI guided or machine vision guided? Oh, what happened? What happened, Russians? They start to run. Oh, tractors? They have tractors. I think the car, this vehicle is no go. They use tractors for evac, you see? Very strange. Those are agricultural tractors. Does it happen in Russia, on the Russian territory? Journalists are working, but where did it happen? Well, I need to wait for some time for geolocation. I think it could be even in Russia, and local farmers were there. USA vote for him 3 times. Can you look for that? Huh? Kaboom, yeah. They probably stole. I think it was those were farmers, either on occupied territories of Ukraine or on Russian territories. Could it be Crimea? Also could be Crimea. Tractors don't get stuck, they made for the ground, yeah. Interesting. -1 more radar for Russians. It's great. Have you seen this fight? Usyk yesterday with Verhoeven. Verhoeven has filed an official protest following his loss to Usyk. Ooh. The Dutch fighter believes the referee stopped the fight too early. Yeah, for me it also looked like he stopped too early, actually. I thought, why? I think he wasn't in this position like for imminent loss. There were punches, but I think he could still continue. I think so. So with Camel, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind support. Anthony Bayer, thank you so much. Greetings to, I guess, New Zealand. And Ethel Bain, thank you. It was quick, yeah. I think we can watch that shit, no? It was staged fight because of multi-million bets. Yeah, I don't also believe in this, modern day sport. It's very easy to rig it. Boom. I think I should look for the last round or something. Where was it? I think here. I also I don't agree with referee decision that it's some sort of the technical knockout. No, it was just a usual thing. Yeah. Here is I don't know why he stopped it. Honestly. Yeah, for me it was a surprise. I like Usyk, but this is sport and... Are you kidding me? Yeah, it is. It looks strange. It looks strange. Same here, good free speech tones already. should be counted first. Well, a referee has the right to stop like it's called technical knockout. So yeah. Yeah, too fast. He was leaving the corner, yeah. So Usyk won, but it was probably the hardest fight for him, from what I saw. We have on the technical knockout is low. Well, yeah. Look at a bit early, but at the same time, I think Usyk would have knocked him out in round 12. But who knows, of course. Yeah. Cookster Mobster, I agree. What do you think of the German-Ukraine connections? Did future in defense industry, the European dream team? Yeah, I think Ukraine has this military experience. Germany has a great military production. They're awesome engineers. There will be a nice cooperation with Germans. Germans are awesome. And you know, we are also, actually Ukrainians and Germans were very tightly connected. And even during the Second World War, many of the Ukrainians were taken, sometimes by force, sometimes by not force, to Germany for works. Children were also taken from Ukraine. They grown up in Germany. Yeah, so stuff like that. We have some of the connection with Germans. And now there is the new wave of refugees. Well, the last time it wasn't the refugee wave, but now it's the refugee wave, more than 1 million people there. And of course, not all of them will return back to Ukraine. So there will be many, many Ukrainians in Germany. Not as Turks, but still more than before. So yeah, Germany is awesome. I like Germany. By the way, I'm going to Germany tomorrow for some of the business deal I'll have. I hope everything will go well. Everything goes well. Putin is an oxygen thief. Can you explain both sides have 80% wounded and only 20% killed in both sides? The percentage of wounded is usually you have 3 times more wounded. Yeah, it's like 80-20, sometimes 70-30. It's usual like that for every war. I don't think refugees are probably refugees, the people who danger. Yeah, in Ukraine it's the special case, you know. Yeah, business sound good, yeah. Well, business, I'm purchasing some of the gear, let's say. Some of the special gear for my studio, and it's available in Germany. Yeah, only. So I have to go there. Physically. I hope it will help me, because I have some of the issue recording videos and streaming. And with this new gear, I hope it will put me on the new level. Well, you will see probably tomorrow, then I'll film the video. Tomorrow evening. Isn't that ratio almost inverted now since drones start to dominate the front line? I'm not sure. I think the wounded personnel is like 3 times more it's as it was. No, it's not the microphone. And Dennis visit operator Starsky. No, I have just limited time, like a few hours to stay there and come back very fast. Just to the border. Greetings to Canada. We have the satellite image showing refueling planes and surveillance planes deployed to the Greece airfield, military airfield or commercial airfield. Yeah, two of the surveillance planes. So could the United States be ready for something? 3 days ago, Donald Trump was up to start the war with Iran, restarted once again, I mean the hot stage. Now they're saying about some of the peace agreement from the early morning. But close to the evening, agreement disappeared. Trump, I can't talk about the agreement yet. It's entirely up to me. And if there is any news, it will only be good news. I don't make bad deals. News or deals? Okay, news. And then he changed to deals. Trump told to ABC. So too early to say. I can't talk about agreement yet. What is this hype for then? Then the deal just disappears. It breaks apart. I guess it's like with Russia. The deal is not possible with Russia, with Putin at least. And the deal is not possible with Iran. My own stocks are over 30% since the start of Taco. Yay! Is this mic good? I think it's good. This is the cheaper microphone that I use. Is Trump posting something on Truth Social? No. He actually retweeted on Truth Social, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, we are ready to assure the world that we are not seeking nuclear weapons. We are not seeking instability in the region. Trump retweeted that. Well, basically that's what Iran was saying all the time. So they're not looking for upgrade to nuclear weapons. They just use uranium for peaceful atom, yeah, peaceful energy. That's it. But we understand that it's not like that. Sounds 5 out of 5. Thank you. Doug Watson. Thank you. Mike sounds great, yeah. I will paint it, by the way, into the blue color. Blue Studio, blue color. Trying to find some more info. Every day we have some of the interesting news, yeah. The last night was not that interesting. It was really terrible for Ukraine with this attack, but I think we should expect now the strike on Russia in the coming days. I haven't heard about Kellen Robertson though. Reports indicate Russia is furious over Ukraine long-range strikes and is preparing for the massive retaliation attack on Kyiv. Remember, every Ukrainian strike is the self-defense. If Russia wants to stop, it can very simply leave Ukraine. And yeah, but he hasn't said a thing about what is his other medium. I'll try to find. Maybe he said something on Instagram. This page is not available. Well, I cannot access his Instagram for whatever reason. Very strange. Hope he's okay. I'll write to him today. Cannot access his Instagram. Very strange. Then do you even have a mic that is not good, except that $10 mic you mentioned? Yeah, I'm a little bit obsessed with the sound quality. I just don't like my voice, how I sound. I just hate it. So it's my tic, yeah, my phobia. Or obsession, you may call it, anxiety. So I'm always looking for the better solution. But still, my voice now is better than how it used to be, like 3 years ago, even 2 years ago. I cannot watch my older videos. I sometimes check out in recommendations, and I was so silly. I wonder how so many people were watching me. It was terrible. Now it's okay, but still I don't like it. Auto-tune, no. You need the boom mic from above with fluffy cover. Boom mic from above? Huh? I know that I showed it on one of my videos, but this is how evacuation is conducted. The block of the electronic warfare and basically a coffin-like drone. I'll switch off the music. Well, anyways, this is the evacuation drone. Probably yes. I shouldn't have stopped that. And it was attacked by Russians on the way, you see. I was hit, but it continued the movement. Unfortunately, I saw already a few of the videos of how Ukraine performed evacuations, and they were not successful because drones were hit by Russian drones. Well, the metal here is, I would say, thin, but it's the bulletproof case, so shrapnel or bullets could be stopped, yeah. But something bigger, of course not. Direct hit of FPV would destroy it, yeah. Also, I think it would be really hot during the summertime there inside. And sometimes it might take some of the time to get back to the positions. They deployed that evac drone very quick from deployment. Yeah. I think I told about it maybe 3 or 4 months ago, about the deployment of this, development of this ground drone, and it's already there. This microphone is actually one of your worst sounding mics. Sounds like you're in a cave. Well, yeah, some people say, like, I have those comments about every of my mics. Some people just don't like the sound of specific microphone. And it also depends on what system you use for the sound itself. I like this. I like this mic. It cannot sound bad because it's Rode NT1. So maybe you listen to me via something terrible. Yeah, people say like that even about this one, and this is very expensive mic. Well, anyways, in a couple of months I'll have the new one. Maybe not the mic and listener speakers. Your mic fine, yeah. He's just trying to get in your head. Yeah, of course. Oh, one more epic Fury. We call it not the truck, but Fura. Fura, it means the vehicle with like this big lorry, yeah? Jeez. It's gone. I think I showed this one. It happened in Berdyansk. Between Mariupol and Melitopol. Berdyansk. Occupied territory. Yeah. Tech review channel. Yeah, on my other channel sometimes I make tech reviews. I think I filmed something about the camera, about mic, and something else. Do we have Russian maps? Russians published the strikes on Ukraine. Yeah, Oreshnik and stuff like that. Nothing interesting. Brexit was complete success for Putin. I'm not sure it was decision. By the new one, you mean that Sony replica mic? Yeah, Cockster Mobster. They promised me deliveries in 1 month, something like that. So in the next 2 months, I'll have it, I hope. The deliveries will start in 3 or 4 weeks. Sony replica mic, and it should sound even, on my taste, even better than Sony. Because the harsh frequencies, they're a little bit lower on that one. On Chile made. So with Camel, thanks for welcome to membership. Thank you so much. The sound is better than white microphone. Yeah, white microphone is terrible. Actually, it's good for the sound cancellation, for the noise cancellation. I'm sorry, but the sound itself is Shure should make better microphones overall. I'll try to translate. This is the Russian channel. According to Media Marks, we wasted $700-900 million for the strike on Ukraine. I'm finished. Like that's it. Like I'm shocked. Something. У меня всё. Like I have no words. Yeah. But no. I want to say something. $1 billion would be enough to buy all of the to bribe all of the government in Ukraine in 2022, and the war could have been avoided just by all of them, including Zelensky. And in 2014, for $1 billion, you could buy not just the government of Ukraine, but the government of some of the ex-Soviet republic. So they're telling that they wasted for the single strike on Kiev and Ukraine enough money which they could use for bribes. Yeah, so thank you for upgrade, Sophie Camel. Thank you so much for joining membership. So yeah, it's like it's interesting what they say. They're disappointed with their strikes. Even Russian military bloggers are saying about stupidity. Swatki Opolchenia. This is the same channel. 30. Oh, we have super chat. Thanks much for all your work. Thank you, Rick McNeil. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, I will recall 30 cruise missiles Iskander-K, 30 ballistic missiles Iskander MS-400, 20 cruise missiles Ha-101, 18 calibers, 6 hypersonic zircons, 5 hypersonic Kinjals, 2 ballistic Oreshnik, 2 or 1, well, some sources say different number. Altogether 111 missiles, and according to the lowest possible mark, it's 320-400 million. According to other marks, up to $900 million for one night. 1 billion almost. And this is it's going good, Bishop Stars. Thanks for joining Twitch. We don't see as much about America anymore because Iran, there could be some of the news, yeah. The war itself turned to some of the blah 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 with Iran. But I think there will be escalation because peace is unachievable, and today it's already clear that peace is unachievable. There were some of the good news, but later on, as we saw, Iran doesn't want to give up its enriched uranium. It doesn't want to give up the control over the Strait of Hormuz, and etc., etc. Plus, it wants lifting up the sanctions. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. And I don't think that the peace there is possible. I would be really surprised. Really, really surprised. It's still live? Yeah, live. Well, I'm gonna stream like 2 hours, something like that. Oh, a defense line. One Russian found a way through the razor wire. How to say it properly? Barbered wire or razored wire? Razor wire? I think it's razor wire. And here it should be a song from a theme from the Jaws movie. You see, they attack with just 1 soldier, 2 soldiers maximum, 3, penetrating some of the lines. But Ukraine is awaiting them in those breaches, yeah? So Ukraine needs to concentrate its efforts in specific spots because of the defense lines. And this is the end. This is the end. There was no any barbed wire spikes, razor wire blades. Ah. Thank you, Dylan. Both are correct, barbed and razor. Bit different types. Oh. Barbed. It's called barbed or barbed? Barbered. Like barber, yeah. Barbed. Thanks, Bishop Stars. Doug Watson, thank you so much for reminding. Yeah, there are some of the videos I cannot show you. With some of the Russians. Oh, sorry, yeah, Russians. No, it's protests in Serbia. Whoa. What the hell is happening in Serbia? Wow. Boom. Again, protests. Students are protesting. Oh, many people, as usual. Interesting. FPV drone or just standard drone? I think it's the standard drone, not the FPV. There is no roll movement. Or maybe Avanta with fixed position. Yeah, I think it's too fast for the standard drone. I think it's FPV after all, with a fixed roll. Yeah, the quality is not that great, but it shows the scale of the protests in a square. That's why modern day governments, they try to avoid building squares. It's like, you know, in Dubai, there is no place where you can protest. In park, a guy used to teach, was an activist in Serbia. He's now a news anchor. Oh, nice. Greetings to UK, Erjivat. Okay. What is being protested? Against the government. Let me translate to you. In Serbia, mass student protests have escalated into clashes with police. Protesters accuse the authorities of corruption and demand political changes in the country and the resignation of the president. Armored vehicles and grenade, also, yeah, the deployment of the forces. Montascopius 5221. Thank you for your awesome support. Glory to Ukraine. Greetings from Lithuania. Oh, together we're stronger. Thank you so much for the support. Labas vakaras, yeah, Lithuania. Now it's evening time. It's vakaras. It should be labas vakaras. Thanks for support. I know labas rytas, labadiena, and labas vakaras. That's all. United States needs to send more troops to the Baltics like they did with Poland. Yeah. Some of the humor fun moment. CEO of Volvo, yeah, Kohan Samuelson decided to test the automatic braking system of the new Volvo. Really like that? Did it happen in or it's hoax? Like, it's not an AI, yeah? Well, the car stopped. Yeah? It hit him, but there was the braking action. It accelerated and stopped, and yeah, it's too late. Yeah. Looks like Tesla is better here. Yeah, I don't like Elon Musk, but his companies are okay, I would say. I don't like Cybertruck though, but Tesla Model S is good. And autopilot and everything of that, yeah, I think it's good. But Elon himself, he's terrible. That's why Tesla is not for me. So Ukrainian Russians out of all countries. Yay! Virk Sam, thanks for support. Yeah, Russia occupied not just part of Ukraine, but other countries too, like Georgia, for example. Or they have their allied government in Transnistria. Teslas are junk. I play spot the gaps, then I see them. Yeah, I agree. With Musk, Elon just brought the companies. He didn't invent anything. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I also think like that. People have no clue how intrusive Tesla cars are. It's insane. Yeah. Tesla has huge rear axle problems. Oh, I didn't know about it. Musk is like Edison. They don't invent anything but take all the credit. Yeah. You know what car I like? I streamed recently Forza Horizon 6, this game. And I really like the vehicle that is presented there. Yeah, this one I like. This is, I think, one of... It looks like DeLorean a little bit reminds, but this is Hyundai Vision 74. Yeah, Hyundai 74, if you put... as for me, this vehicle is just awesome. Reminds me... Looks like DeLorean here, yeah, but... As for me, this is super style, yeah. The style is, wow. Cyberpunk, but not stupid like Cybertruck. It has its own style and it looks nice. Electrical vehicle, and it seems like they want to put it in production. But it's not the family car. Back to the Future, yeah, Gastromatrix. One car I found about recently is Chimera K39. I think you would like it. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. I have a photo seated in DeLorean. Ooh, auntie baby. Yeah, DeLorean is nice. It's not the perfect car at all, but it is a nice car. It's a good car. I think Ukraine will never get their land back from Russia. I think it's non-negotiable. Ukraine will get its land back from Russia. There is no, as for me, there is no doubt already. Russia will collapse and Ukraine will get its lands back. It's, for me, it's already understandable. Russia is going to collapse. There is no other way. With the current policy, they have no alternative. Toyota, yeah, Toyota is nice, low maintenance, as you say. Today I rode my motorbike. Well, still it's not mine. I hope I will repay for it this year. So I went riding and I found out that the brakes are not working. Well, one brake, a rear one, just stopped working, and it's a Yamaha. It was quite interesting. I returned back and already planned the maintenance. I don't have time to do it myself, so I'll just pass it to Yamaha station and they'll make it. There is just air. Russia needs to be denuclearized. Yeah, Dylan. The main factor why United States, they're afraid to finish Russia, I think, is the same as it was with the Soviet Union. They're afraid that there will be multiple of their countries, like Tatarstan, Chechnya, and they might acquire nuclear weapons. Some sort of the Siberian Republic, and of course there is the variant for them to escalate against each other and against other countries too. So they're afraid, I guess, about that. Thanks for support. Yeah, we have the comment. So with Camel, Europe must continue to support Ukraine, decisive and proactive, one of all and all for one, because evil can only exist if good people do nothing. Slava Ukrainian. Героям слава, Soviet with Camel. Thank you for the comment. Finally, I have a comment from you. Thank you so much. I agree with your statement, yeah. Hopefully Ukraine gets more support. The good thing is that Ukraine has this their own production of the drones and missiles and other components, so it's less dependent, at least on the United States. Yeah, so it has the long-range factor. And Dennis, I will get over how cool your accent sounds than your swearing. Блять. In Russian or English? Igor. French Justice Minister says they reached the limit of this country capacity and they want to see 3-year moratorium on legal immigration. Well, we'll see. There is the right wave in Europe. I mean, the right-wing wave now. Many of the countries, they have popular parties as left or right populists. Mostly right populists. Ukraine war innovation is amazing. No witness to witness. Yeah. It's very. It develops like every month. We have something new. This month it's a middle range strike. Those are. We see the major jump in the results. There were middle strikes from Ukraine even before. At the beginning of the last year, it started to develop fast. But never ever the scale was that big. And eventually Russia may lose their supply line in Ukraine. The main one goes from Rostov-on-Don to southern territories. YouTube comments are broken. Maybe. Iran will get a better deal for them. That's one of the... Yeah. I think so. They want to make a better deal. And they understand that they still can block the Strait of Hormuz. I think 2 days ago there was one more strike on some of the vessel there. English, I remember, and then you told us your opinion about Trump. Ah, okay. My opinion about Trump. You know it. Ukraine doesn't need to retake land, just block resupply. Yeah. Just blocking the supplies and that's how you go. And Russia cannot attack or counterattack. Oh, I didn't check Trump's tweets today like fully, yeah? What is this? He even... Adios. Even published people there, Iranian people, you see. Not people, but maybe RGC or who else. Adios. Wow. There was an information that this negotiation part of the United States, those members of negotiation group, they told Iran not to take too much, not to put too much attention on Trump's tweets because this is not for them. This is just for hype. Yeah. President again, he tweets 5 hours ago. President Xi and President Trump are amazing. President Trump gets younger. Once again, the same as he tweeted like maybe 3 days ago. Donnie, you are not getting younger, come on. The visit to China happened, how long? 1 week ago? and he still has this Xi vibes. I think Xi already forgot about that. And I would agree, I would be okay. It would be okay if Donny reached some sort of the major deal with China, like some sort of the breakthrough. Yeah, he would have the like not the cringe but normal right to post those pictures. We reached like major deal, 1,000 Boeing airplanes, lowering tariffs. China will, because China agreed to buy millions of Harley Davidsons. I don't know, something like that. So we equalize our trade balance. It's now zero deficit. But no, nothing is reached, really. And he's tweeting that he's getting younger. Donny, you're one leg into the coffin. 1 foot is there already. Getting younger. And again, 5 hours ago, President Xi and President Trump are amazing. Oh, Mike C. He needs to put that picture near him and Putin, yeah. Yes, I know where Putin is hiding. Get a chance to yoink his ass out. He just wants to be friends with all leaders. Seems like he's trying to collect them like Pokemon. Yeah, it's like the collection, Pokemon card, yeah. All of the leaders, especially dictators. Did you hear the rumor that North Korea is supporting Iran? No, I haven't heard that. I heard that China and Russia but North Korea, no. By the way, China agreed to buy soybeans again, but it's less than before. Tariffs that Trump still calls... yeah. So, agreed to buy beans, but less than before tariffs. What? Okay. Okay, Donny, okay. Something else? Or AI slope is over? I think yesterday he posted something about heaven or reposted. Yeah, I filmed a video about his shitty post. We all miss Huckster. Oh my god. Yeah, this one. President Trump's fixation on heaven is good for America. Donny, go to heaven already if you like it that much. Well, probably he doesn't have the chance to go there, but anyways, he might try. Go. Try your luck. What went wrong is this world. Trump is literally really stupid and really, really dumb person. Yeah, shit happens. Oh, Institute for the Study of War is hiring. We seek full-time development associate who can support ISW fundraising, donor data management, and events. Interesting. Cuban American lawmakers say Cuba is closer to a regime change than at any point in the last 65 years. Fox News source, yeah, of course. Mr. Naughty. I'm American, but Trump is a coward and pedo. Героям слава. Thank you, Mr. Gnodi. Thank you so much for the channel support as well. Greetings to sane Americans. That guy is going straight to hell, yeah. I think everyone who were in the Epstein Island, The United States is in the middle of the regime change. Oh, we'll see. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours, so I need to go. See you around. Stay awesome. Ciao.